Once you've captured, downloaded, or imported your assets into your Vegas project, and this would include your video files, your audio files, your music files, your still photos, and your graphics, these media files will appear in the Project Media panel in the upper left of the program's interface. However, if you've got a lot of media files, sorting through them here in the Project Media panel can be a real chore and be a real challenge. Now, a lot of times when I'm shooting or when I'm putting together a movie, I may have dozens of media files there in my Project Media panel. I did a wedding recently. I had over 100 in there. And to locate a specific one can be a bit of a challenge. Fortunately, there are tools built right into Vegas's Project Media panel for helping you manage a large number of files and be able to filter or to isolate or to search and locate quickly exactly the clip or exactly the media file that you want. Now, the simplest way to do that is by type, and here the program does it automatically. It's a fairly simple way here to filter your media files. And if I click on this, you can see it will show us only the audio files if we'd like, only the video, and only the stills. That's a fairly basic way to filter through all the media files. But with a little housekeeping, you can manage the files even more so and specifically create boxes or folders in which you can put a group of media files that you're going to work on at a specific time. So for instance, here in our media bins, which work the same as folders or directories on a hard drive, we can create little folders where we isolate or where we have just certain video files or certain media files. Now, I have one here called Archie and Joseph, and this includes all of my video files that have Archie and Joseph in them. Creating a media bin is fairly simple. You just right-click and select the option to create a new bin. And you can not only create a bin, you can create a bin within a bin. So here I've got Archie and Joseph, and here I've got B-rolls. To add your files to a media bin, you simply go to All Media here and just sort of drag them over and drop them in the folder there. And they're added then to that media bin. So I can take all of the files, for instance, that have to do with the cutting of the cake at a wedding, or all the files that have to do with the taking of the vows, put them all into one media bin or into one folder. And when I only want to see those media files, I simply click on or select that folder. You can see I've created a couple of them here and a couple of sub-bins also. So that's one real easy way to isolate your files. You can also tag your files, and tagging your files means adding little keywords to help you search them. And I'll open up my tags here. You see I've created a number of tags. So for instance, these are files I tagged with the word beach. I've got some that I tagged with the word close-up, so I'm seeing files in which there are close-ups of individuals. And here's my non-actor footage. Well, there's an actor in my non-actor footage. But to create these media tags, very, very simple. If your media tag option panel isn't showing, just go up here to the top of the Project Media panel and click on this Views button here on the right-hand side and select Media Tags, and they'll appear down here at the bottom. So all I need to do is go into my All Media area, and I can select Archie's pictures here, and I can tag it with his name. I can put Archie in here. And when I press the return or the enter key, it tags that file. Now, anytime I use that file in this project or in another project, that media tag is going to be in there. There are nice little shortcuts built into the media tagger. So you can see we have Control-1, Control. We have a shortcut here for Sandcastle. To create a shortcut, you just right-click on that area and select Edit Quick Tags. And we can create one here called Sam, for instance. And now when I look at a media file for Sam, there he is. All I need to do is either click on this or simply press Control-2, boom, and he's tagged just like that. So we have tags for helping us search through our media, and now I can locate all of my non-actor footage, all the things that I've tagged with non-actor footage. And again, you're doing a lot of this on your own, but this is good housekeeping. This will make it much easier to sort through your media later on in your production or later on in your editing process. Finally, there are smart bins, and smart bins are created automatically as you search your media files. And let's go to All Media here. And if I right-click, I can select the option to search through my media bins. And you can see there's a lot of criteria you can use for your search, all the way down to things like the time-date stamp on the video, the pixel aspect ratio, whether or not it has alpha. A lot of things you can search. The most basic is, of course, by name. So I can search for everything that has the word beach in its name. And when I click search, it not only locates all of the files here in my Project Media panel that have beach, it automatically creates a little smart bin here with beach. I'm going to hover and just drag that over so you can see it. There it is. Now, anytime I want to recall all of the media files I found with that search, it's as simple as going to Smart Bins and clicking on that. Finally, one other tool we should look at here in our project media panel for managing our files. A lot of times when you're done editing, you've got a lot of junk in your project media bin. Take a look here. I can click on the maximize button in the upper left corner, and we can see we've got a lot of files in here. I'll close the media tags. There we go. I got a lot of files in here. Now, after I'm done editing my video, I've got a lot of extra files in here that I didn't use in my movie. It's a real nice tool in the upper left-hand corner, this lightning bolt. If you click on that, it will automatically remove all the files you didn't use in your movie. Now, I don't have anything on my timeline. Now, if I click on this, it's going to remove all of the files out of my project media bin. But this is very nice when you're ready to archive your project and you only want to keep the media files here that you actually used in your movie. Then this will isolate and show you only the files used in your media. It's not going to delete them from your hard drive, but it is going to take them out of your project so that only the relevant files are in there. Very, very nice. When you're working on a major project, I'm telling you the number of files in your project media panel can get a bit overwhelming. But Vegas includes a number of great tools here for making it more manageable, for doing good housekeeping, for controlling and searching, and helping you to quickly locate exactly the media file or group of files that you want to use for a specific sequence.